Hi everyone. Today I'll be demonstrating in continuation to my effort on in context documentation. This would be in continuation to my last video that just provided a basic idea, or rather say a proof of concept on in context documentation. But this video is more a working product that would be that would be the part of exact Navigator reports. So here we go. So as you all can see on my screen, there's a Navigator report, and it's the CEO dashboard. Now this report is contextually enabled report. You can see all of the contextual menus over here. Now let's say I want to add an in context documentation to uh, to the Macola screen that is responsible for entering customer orders. Let's so I would like to add uh, uh, a quick start documentation that helps the user to enter customer orders via the Macola screens. So for adding an in context document, I need to go and configure the menu item. I'll click on configure menu and click on the menu item that needs the in context documentation to be added. I'll click it over here. So as you can see, this is the section that is responsible for adding in context documents. Now the in context documents are visible, or rather you say you can attach an in context document for all the action types apart from a separator and the submenu, right? So if I click on separator, that section will go off, and if I go again click on submenu, again the section for in context documentation is not there. So I'll go ahead and click my Macola ES launch. Okay, and just go ahead and add. Now in context document can be of two types. They can be a synergy document that can be associated to this menu item, or we can add a simple URL that redirects to a page uh, that can host in context document. For this item, we'll use a synergy document as an in context document. So as soon as I click on synergy document, a browser control will come up that would allow me to select a document from synergy itself. So if I click on this browser, uh, here's the list of all the documents in my synergy. So I'll pick the most recent one for sales order entry process, and if I so here it comes, and if I'll go ahead and click on save. As soon as I click on save, so on this menu screen, on this menu setup screen, you can see that the column that says context doc now shows document in front of and this menu item. That means the contextual document that is associated with this menu item is a synergy document, and similarly if it had it been a URL, it would just show URL over here. So if you want to see what actually is the document, you have to again go and click over here, and hence from here you can see what actual document is associated with this. So if I will go ahead and close this thing, and if I go again and click on my menu screen, now if you see over here there's an info icon adjacent to the customer order menu item. So this actually shows that this actually makes the user aware that there's an in context document associated with this menu item. So if I go ahead and click on this info icon, here it is. Here's the preview pane that comes up. the, the preview pane shows the in context document that was stored. So if I go ahead and click anywhere on this preview pane, it will automatically open it in a new window or a new tab based upon my browser settings. So this was the document that was associated with that menu item. I want to open this in a new window. I can always go ahead and right click over here and say open in new window. Right, so this is basically my browser settings that whenever I click on a link, whether it should open a new window or new tab. Okay, if I go ahead and click over here, it will close the preview pane as well as the menu. Now let's say I want to add an URL that hosts some documents that can be made as an in context document for a menu item. Let's say I want to add an in context document for journal history. So I'll go to configure menu for this particular menu and go to journal history. From here I'll select URL as the source for in context documentation and paste this URL over here. Then I would go ahead and click on save. So here it is, the URL is here. I'll just go ahead and close it. So now I'll again go to reports, and as you can see, there's an info icon adjacent to journal history, that which means there's an associated in context document over here. So if I go ahead and click over here, this again if you click anywhere over the preview pane, it will automatically open the whole document into a new window. This is what we had for in context documentation. Now suppose at any point of time you want to delete the associated document uh, with this menu item. So you can always go ahead and configure this menu item, and where just make this field blank and hit on save. So it will automatically clear off this context document section. So I hit close and again go and see over here, the journal history section has gone. One more thing to notice over here is that the contextual menu that comes up, the preview pane that comes up is movable. You can move it all over the screen. So if something is hiding behind this preview pane, you can always go ahead and drag it someplace other on the document. So I think this is all what I had to show today. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you'll like it.